Why have two reporters in Wuhan disappeared? They are citizen journalists, wanting to provide the truth of what is happening in Wuhan, the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak in China. They posted videos online, shared pictures and dramatic stories from inside the quarantined city that has been virtually cut off from the rest of the country. Now, they are nowhere to be found. Fang and Chen Qiushi were both determined to share what they could about the crisis, reporting from Wuhan, the capital of Hubei province, and sending what they found out into the world. As a result, they racked up thousands of views on their videos, but their channels have now gone quiet, and those who followed them online feared they may have disappeared for good. What do we know about Fang Bin? Wuhan businessman Fang Bin began posting videos about the outbreak to report on the actual situation here, promising to do his best in the reporting. He uploaded his first video on January 25th to YouTube, which is banned in China, but accessible through virtual private networks, otherwise known as VPN. His first few videos, mostly featuring him driving around the city and showing the situation in different places, managed slightly more than 1,000 views. Then, on February 1st, he filmed a video which got people to sit up and take notice. The clip, which has been viewed almost 200,000 times, appears to show 8 corpses piled in a minibus outside a hospital in Wuhan. Fang alleges that police barged into his home on that same night and interrogated him about his videos. He was taken away, warned, but eventually released. But on February 9, he posted a 13-second video with the words, "All people revolt, hand the power of the government back to the people." After that, the account went silent. What do we know about Chen Qiushi? Chen, a former human rights lawyer turned video journalist, was already relatively well known in the activist space. He built his reputation through his coverage of the Hong Kong protests late August. That coverage, he later alleged, led him to being harassed and ultimately muzzled by Chinese authorities following his return to the mainland. His Chinese social media accounts, which reportedly had a following of more than 700,000, were deleted. But he could not be kept quiet. In October, he created a YouTube account, which now has some 400,000 subscribers. He also has over 265,000 followers on Twitter. In late January, he decided to travel to Wuhan to report on the worsening situation. "I will use my camera to document what is really happening. I promise I won't cover up the truth," he said in his first YouTube video. He visited different hospitals in Wuhan, looking at the conditions and speaking to patients. Chen knew that this was putting him at risk. He told the BBC earlier this month that he was unsure how long he would be able to continue. "The censorship is very strict and people's accounts are being closed down if they share my content," he said. Then on February 7, a video was shared on his Twitter account, which is currently managed by a friend, featuring his mother, who said he had gone missing the day before. His friend Zhu Xiaodong later alleged in a YouTube video they had been forcibly quarantined. What have authorities said? Chinese authorities have remained tight-lipped on the issue. There has been no official statement detailing where Fang Bin or Chen Qiushi are, or when they are likely to emerge if they have been put into quarantine. Patrick Poon, a researcher at Amnesty International, said it was still unclear whether Chen or Fang were taken away by police or placed under forced quarantine. However, he added that authorities should at least ensure family members were contacted. Chinese authorities should inform their families and give them access to a lawyer of their choice. Otherwise, it's a legitimate concern that they are at risk of torture or other ill treatment, Mr. Poon told the BBC. Why might they have disappeared? Beijing is known for clamping down on activists who speak out. It has also been keen to show it is getting the outbreak under control. It is perhaps not surprising that, according to one Human Rights Watch researcher, the authorities are currently equal, if not more, concerned with silencing criticism as with containing the spread of the virus. One doctor, Li Wenliang, was warned not to spread false comments after raising the alarm about the virus early in December. He eventually caught the virus and died. His death triggered an unprecedented wave of anger, sparking an online uprising. Chinese authorities were stunned and reacted by attempting to censor every critical comment about Dr. Li's death. The authoritarian Chinese government has a history of harassing and detaining citizens for speaking the truth or for criticizing the authorities during public emergencies. For example, during SARS in 2003, Wenchuan earthquake in 2008, Wenzhou train crash in 2011, and Tianjin chemical explosion in 2015. However, she says China needs to learn from experience and understand that freedom of information, transparency, and the respect for human rights facilitate disease control, not hinder it. Authorities are doing themselves a disservice by allegedly disappearing Fang and Chen, she added. On Chinese news site Weibo, there are only a handful of comments mentioning Chen and Fang, and it seems only a matter of time before they are scrubbed away by China's ever-vigilant censors. They rewrite history, said one comment. Slowly, it will be like there never was someone called Chen Qiushi. Guys, gals, everything in between, what do you think? What happened to them? Don't forget to leave comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to be notified of new releases. Hit that bell icon so you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. And don't forget, smash that like button. But I want to hear your comments. What do you think happened to these two? Mavakaga. Out.